High school basketball is back on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel. Tonight from Daleville, Indiana, non-conference Hoosier hysteria as the Muncie Burris Owls take on the Daleville Broncos. Good evening and hi again, everyone. Brian Beaver along with you again tonight as we get set for the first of a high school basketball doubleheader weekend on the Delco Preps channel. Tonight, the Owls and Broncos tangle here in about 10 minutes. Tomorrow night, we'll have another good matchup for you. Small school ball out in Gaston as Westdell hosts Monroe Central. This one tonight matches a Burris team that is 0-5 for head coach Joe Anderson. Daleville is 1-3 overall coming in, and losers of 2 straight. Owls, in fact, have lost 11 games in a row going back to the end of last season. So Joe Anderson's kids are in badly need of a win. They've played a couple pretty good teams pretty close. They've given good games to Blue River Valley and Frankton along the way. They just haven't been able to get over the top of the hill, if you will. Daleville lost its opener, won here 2 weeks ago in our first broadcast of the season against South Adams before dropping 2 straight here, most recently to Elwood, 50-42 last weekend. So someone's going to break a losing streak here tonight. And I know the fans here filling the home side across the way hope that it'll be the Broncos of Daleville High School, who play their ball for head coach Tyler Stotler. Some really good offensive players in this game. Jackson Adamowitz is a senior for Burris who can score from just about anywhere on the floor. And you talk about Daleville, well, they've had a couple whopper games already this season. Derek Lawrence had 29 points here 2 weeks ago in that win over South Adams when he hit 9 three-point field goals. And then last weekend, Will McKinney posted a double-double. From memory, I think 22 points, 13 rebounds in that loss to Elwood. So there are some guys on the floor tonight in both colored uniforms who can put the ball in the hole and do it pretty well. You talk about the future, well, a lot of it is going to be on display here tonight because a lot of these players on both sides are underclassmen. In fact, Burris will only start 1 senior, and Daleville will start 2 seniors. Everyone else will be back for at least another year next season. So a lot of youth on display here tonight. In fact, Daleville is going to start 2 freshmen, and Tyler Stotler, the head coach, is going to try a little bit of a new wrinkle here tonight. He's going to go 4 guards and a forward in his starting 5 tonight to try to jumpstart their offensive production and see if he can get some more offense. Especially, he wants to get more production from the paint. We'll see if they can spread the floor with those guards and get McKinney some looks inside, maybe one-on-one without doubles, and see what he can do for you in the paint tonight. Good crowd has come here to see this one tonight. The JV game went about 10 minutes longer than usual, and it was Burris pulling out a 45-38 win in the JV contest over Daleville. So the Broncos looking to get the split, if you will, here tonight by winning the varsity contest. Starting 5s in tonight's game for Muncie Burris: Jackson Adamowitz, Javon Dixon, Grant Jones, Alex Halley, and Ian Kowalski. Daleville will counter with Tim Arnold, Derek Lawrence, Connor Fleming, Cam Leisure, and Will McKinney. Burris just back out on the floor now. Daleville yet to come back out for the final couple of minutes before they lower the flag and have the anthem and the introduction of the lineups here tonight at Daleville High School. We'll take our first break. When we come back, the starters, the opening tip, Hoosier Hysteria next on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel. Stay right there.
It's the geometry teacher who mans the ticket window.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen and store managers who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
Graduate who listens to the league championship game on the internet.
It's the parent who sells ads in the school athletic program.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
It's the trainers, equipment managers, and ball boys who never miss a practice.
What makes high school sports here in Indiana so special? They do.
You do.
We all do.
High school sports. It's the we that every community needs. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
In Fort Wayne, two sisters make a historic splash when they swim their way to a pair of individual state titles.
In Evansville, a boys and girls soccer team become state champions in the same year for the same school, claiming their place in Indiana history.
In Bloomington, 12 young men combine their talents, check their egos, and net a basketball state title.
High school sports have provided us with as many inspirational stories as there are towns in Indiana.
In Valparaiso, a gymnastics team scores a perfect season, winning a record 7 state championship for their school in the process.
A football team south of Indianapolis refuses to lose, comes from behind, and runs away with an improbable state title.
What will the story be in your community? High school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport, pure Indiana. This message made possible by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in this community.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Indiana. In fact, it's a crash course in teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, high school sports teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, leadership, and the importance of believing in your teammates and supporting your community. High school sports, a healthy part of a complete education. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in this community.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in Indiana are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to Daleville High School. We'll join the public address announcements of the two rosters and tonight's starters.
Josiah Smith. Number 23, senior James Royston. Number 13, junior Bracken Carnes. Number 22, junior Golden Fisher. Number 42, sophomore Nate Brown. And number 3, senior Michael Bullen, the non-starters for the Burris Golden Owls. And now for your starting lineup. Starting at one guard, number 5, senior Jackson Adams. Starting at the other guard, number 11, junior Javon Dixon. Starting at one forward, number 25, junior Alex Halley. Starting at the other forward, number 15, sophomore Grant Jones. And starting in the center position, number 32, sophomore Ian Kowalski. The starters for the Burris Golden Owls. The Golden Owls are coached by Mr. Joseph Anderson. He is assisted by Mr. Dwayne Clements, Mr. Levi DeHaven, and Mr. Mike White. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet your hometown Daleville Broncos. First and on starters. Number 23, freshman Travion Johnson. Number 40, sophomore Jason Starkey. Number 24, sophomore Caden Gottfried. Number 25, senior Will McKinney. Number 11, junior Nathan Dillon. And number 3, junior Max Stecker, the non-starters for our Daleville Broncos. Now for the starting lineup. I'm sorry, let's do Will McKinney again. Will McKinney starting at one forward, number 25. Double filling for Will tonight. Starting at the guard position, number 12, freshman Camden Leader. Starting at another guard, freshman number 1, Tim Arnold. Starting at the other guard, number 2, senior Derek Lawrence. And at the fourth guard, number 5, junior Honor Fleming. The Broncos are coached by Mr. Tyler Stockman. He is assisted by Mr. Austin.
There you have the starting lineups again for Muncie Burris, the visiting team. Jackson Adamowitz, Javon Dixon, Grant Jones, Alex Halley, and Ian Kowalski. And for Daleville, Tim Arnold, Derek Lawrence, Connor Fleming, Cam Leisure, Will McKinney. McKinney to jump it for Burris, doing the honors, or rather for Daleville, doing the early honors for Burris, Alex Halley. Burris set to go. Here's the toss to tip, controlled by Burris. We're underway. And they'll go right to left across your imagination. This is Halley out on top, guarded closely by Leisure, and he forced a turnover on a double dribble. So Burris opens the night with a turnover. Sticky defense by Daleville, and the Broncos have the ball 8 seconds into the game. Some token backcourt pressure by Burris. Fleming with the ball. Still dribbling, guarded by Dixon. Drives baseline on him, fires, misses, got his own. Off the glass, good. So Fleming with the first hoop of the night. On a do-try possession for Burris, it's 2-0 Daleville. And now Burris on the attack. Dixon, man-to-man defense by Burris. Dixon goes baseline, loses the handle, picks it up, in trouble, throws it back in. It's out of bounds off a Burris player at the stage into the gymnasium. It'll stick with Burris. 2-0 game, Daleville out in front, baseline inbound play. It comes to Adamowitz in the corner, fakes, fires from just inside the arc, good. Jackson Adamowitz with his first deuce. We're tied at 2, 45 seconds into this one. Thanks for being along for the ride tonight here on Beaver Media. Arnold gets it to Lawrence. He'll drive the paint, fire on the run, short. Got fouled, he'll shoot 2. First foul of the night against Burris. It's going to be on Grant Jones, number 15 for the Owls. 2-shot opportunity for Derek Lawrence, the leading scorer this season for Daleville at 12.8 a game. They had 29 in that game. They won over South Adams. Shooting for the lead, good. Lawrence is on the board with his first point of the night. He'll have another free throw, and it's 3-2 Daleville. 55 seconds into the game. Second free throw, rattles off, no good. Fight for the rebound. Here comes Burris with it. They'll bring it down the floor quickly. They'll push it. Way off the glass, good. Nice hoop that time by Grant Jones. It's 4-3. Burris out in front for the first time tonight. Crazy, wild shot in the paint on a drive by Fleming, but he managed to collect the foul. He'll shoot 2. Give the foul to Jackson Adamowitz of Burris, his first, second on the team. 2 more free throws for the Broncos. This time it's Fleming to shoot them, looking for his first point. Fires, no good. Where's my sermon book about make your free throws? Man, something must be in the water. He'll have another. Fleming looking to tie things here a little over a minute into the game. It's on the way. He missed them both. Offensive rebound inside. Shot won't go on a shot by Arnold. Here comes the rebound by Burris. Here comes the pace pushing move by Burris on offense. Knocked away, stolen away. It's going to be a foul on Daleville. Tim Arnold, one of the freshmen, reached in, tried to steal the ball, got too much body along with the ball. First foul on Daleville. It's a common foul. Inbounding across the way, out near the timeline, is Halley, who gets it to Dixon. Drives to the paint, fires, got it. Finger roll, beauty by Javon Dixon. He's got his first two. It's a 6-3 Muncie Burris lead early in the first quarter. Daleville on the attack between the rings with Fleming. Lots of air dribbled. He goes to the baseline. Shot blocked away by Kowalski. Here comes Burris on the break. 2-on-2. Laid up, no good. Tip, no good. Scramble for the rebound. Lawrence has it for the Broncos. Here they come quickly the other way. He'll pick it up. Nearly threw it away. Fleming has it. Works it to the wing. McKinney for three. No. Rebound inside. Kowalski had it. Knocked out of his hands. It's picked up by a teammate. Nice job by Alex Halley to corral the ball on the floor for the Owls. 5:50 to go first quarter. 6-3 Burris over Daleville. On the right wing, Dixon picks up his dribble. Top of the key. Tried to go up for the shot. Had it blocked, but it's right back in his hands. Halley couldn't get anything. They turn it over now. Second turnover for Burris. Here comes Daleville. Fleming works to the corner. Arnold for three. No, hit nothing but air. Rebound by Kowalski and a jump ball call on the battle for the rebound. Kowalski and McKinney both had it. It'll go to Daleville. It'll be an inbounds play on the baseline. Here to my right. Arnold, the freshman guard, to inbound. He gets it in. Leisure. Top of the key to Lawrence. Now he'll give it back to the point. Here comes Arnold. Spin dribble to the paint. Fires. Rolls out. No good. Rebound out of bounds. It'll go to Muncie Burris. Nice defensive trip that time by Burris. They hold on to the lead here, 6-3 with 5:15 to go in the first quarter. Dixon into the forward court, brings it left side on the wing. Still dribbling. High post pass now top of the key to Adamowicz. He'll drive the paint. Fire on the run. Can't get it in heavy traffic. Rebound up, no good by Burris. Here comes a long board out on the run to Fleming. He'll come to the forward court, go to the paint, picks up his dribble. Arnold, free for three on the wing, won't go. Rebound Burris. Here come the Owls. A lot of one-and-done trips early in the game for Daleville. Adamowicz fouled on the dribble. Another unwise foul by the freshman Arnold. Fouled him 30 feet out. Had nothing to gain. That's going to be his second foul. And just that fast, he's coming out. And Max Stecker goes in to replace him at guard for Daleville. Can't make those kinds of plays in a varsity game. Midway in the first quarter, Burris with the ball on a 6-3 lead. Javon Dixon out near the volleyball attack line. Dribbles to the top of the key. Uncorks a three. It won't go. Rebound inside by Kowalski of Burris. He can't get the rebound bucket to go. Here comes Daleville. Ball in the hands of Lawrence. Drives to the elbow. Now to the wing here on the near side. Guarded closely by Grant Jones. Out on top between the rings to Fleming. Near side wing here to Stecker. There's a little curl inside for Leisure, and he's bumped, and I think we're going to have a foul in the paint. Should be a common foul. It's going to be against Burris. It is against Javon Dixon. First on him. That's the team's third foul. Baseline inbound play with Stecker to inbound. He passes to McKinney on the baseline. One dribble. Turns around, fires, partially blocked. Ball out of bounds on the baseline. McKinney said, I got fouled. The official said, Burris ball. Here come the Owls. We're 4 minutes into this one. It's Burris out in front of Daleville 6-3. Adamowicz with the ball. Now here on the near wing. Dixon for three. Up good. Javon Dixon, 5 points in the game. Biggest lead of the night for Burris at 9-3. 3:45 to go first quarter. High screen and roll. Fleming gets the pick from McKinney. It's going to be an offensive foul on Fleming of Daleville. That's not only a foul, it's also a turnover, the first of the night by Daleville. And Burris will bring it the length of the floor with a 6-point lead. Adamowicz far to wing. He drives to the paint. Bounce pass to the baseline. Kowalski fires. Hits! Ian Kowalski with his first bucket. It's 11-3, Muncie Burris. With 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter, a lot of Daleville fans quiet across the way. Not expecting this at all. Lawrence drives the paint. Fires on the run. Shot won't go. Adamowicz with the rebound for the Owls. They'll push the pace again. Dixon in the forecourt. He walked. He took steps before he put it on the floor, wanting to get the drive going. Third turnover by the Owls. That stops the bleeding a little bit in terms of the pace. And Daleville will take the ball out right in front of its own bench here on the near sideline, trailing 11-3 with 3:10 to go here in period number 1 from Daleville High School. Here on the wing, Arnold, rather Stecker. Now McKinney driving the key, fires, won't go, whistle. Is that going to be another charge or a travel? It's going to be a foul, offensive foul. McKinney picks it up. 2 turnovers now on Burris. First foul on McKinney. Owls look good here out of the gate, leading 11-3. Final 3 minutes of the opening period. Dixon's pass was lazy. It was deflected. He got it back. Now feeds the baseline right through the hands of Kowalski. Joe Anderson up to tell him, hey, you got to just take a little off the tachometer. 4th turnover for Burris. Daleville will go to the bench again, and no call on Nathan Dillon to come in the game. Fleming goes to Dillon on the right wing. Here's Fleming near side, out on top. Lawrence, long 3-pointer, in and out, no good. Rebound Daleville, follow up by McKinney inside. It's no good, but he collects another shooting foul against Burris. They call it on Jackson Adamowitz, and just that fast, he may have to come out with his second foul. Going to the stripe is Will McKinney to shoot 2 free throws. The first one is good. Will has his first point to make it 11-4. Adamowitz will come out. Going into the game for Burris, Bracken Carnes. McKinney looking for his second straight free throw. Fires, hits, got them both. Got a violation on Daleville. It's going to wipe off the second free throw and cost them a point. 11-4 ball game. Burris on the attack, left forecourt. Here's a drive, spinning move to the baseline. Shot banked off the glass, good. Beautiful move by Grant Jones to make it 13-4 Burris. Fleming has it for the Broncos here in the near court. Here comes Dillon. Gets it back to Stecker at the top of the key. Now near side wing to McKinney, who will drive the paint. Fire a little 8-footer off the run, no good. Got his own rebound. Daleville keeps the possession alive. Out here on the near wing to Lawrence. Guarded closely by Jones. Man-to-man again defensively by Burris. McKinney again driving the paint. Another whistle. This one looks like a common foul against Burris. It's going to be on Ian Kowalski, the big man from Burris. The 6'5 sophomore picks up his first foul. 5th on the Owls. Inbounds baseline play triggered by Stecker for Daleville. Needs help. They could get a 5 count. It's intercepted. Fast break opportunity. Jones goes to the hole. Lays it in. 6 points for Jones to make it 15-4 off the Daleville turnover. Timeout, Daleville. 1:43 to go in the first. It's Owls 15, Broncos 4 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical Indiana high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the ball game. Daleville calls a timeout in the midst of a big run by Burris. Owls are out in front, 15-4. Late here in the first period. Nice little run being put together by Burris. The Owls are playing well in this one. 1:43 to go in the first quarter. Daleville to inbound the ball in the backcourt. They'll bring it to full 84 feet, trailing by 11. Biggest lead of the night by Burris. Here on the near end, Leisure drives, fires with the left hand, got it. A whistle in the paint as well. He may be at the line, and he is going to the line. Basket is good. Foul is going to be on Austin Carnes of Muncie Burris. Give the bucket to Leisure for his first 2 of the night. And his free throw is up and no good. And again, Daleville struggling big time at the free throw line. The other end, Bracken Carnes gets an easy bucket to make it 17-6. Daleville attacking in their end. Can't get the shot in the key. Offensive rebound by Lawrence. No. Followed by McKinney. Yes. Will McKinney in heavy traffic got the bucket to make it a 17-8 game late in the first. Here's a drive to the corner of the key by Carnes. Sets it up outside down to the rings with Javon Dixon being guarded closely, and a flop call defensively on Fleming of Daleville. They pick up another foul. Not a smart foul that time by the Broncos. Fleming is in trouble with 2 early fouls himself. He's going to have to be careful. 57 seconds to go before the end of the first quarter. 17-8. Burris out in front of Daleville. Daleville on defense, man-to-man. Owls look for a shot. 16-footer out front. Good by Ian Kowalski to make it 19-8. Here comes Daleville with 40 seconds to play with. Trailing big right now at the end of the first quarter. Stecker gets it top of the key to Leisure. Jab step, drive, all the way to the glass. Left hand off the glass, good! Beautiful move inside by Leisure, the freshman. He has 4 in the game. It's 19-10. At the other end, a whistle on a baseline drive. Looks like it's going to be another foul against Daleville on a drive by Grant Jones. They're going to give the foul to Derek Lawrence. First one on him. So it comes into Burris in the forecourt. They've got the ball in a 19-10 lead and 19 seconds to work with. Dixon on the dribble. Spin dribble. Right side. Hands off to Jones. Picks up his dribble at the free throw line. Wing jumper. Good for 3! Carnes buries it. He has 5 points, and it's 22-10. Quickly the other way. Final second. McKinney needs to shoot. Doesn't. This one won't count. Fleming fired, and that's the end of the period. We go to the break. Muncie Burris 22, Daleville 10. Back with more after this on Beaver Media. Stay right there.
A crisp October evening. A stadium filled with fans. A pass-through. A journey completed. State of euphoria? No. The state of Indiana. High school sports. Pure spirit. Pure sport. Pure Indiana. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
Welcome back to the ball game. We head for the second quarter. It's been almost all Burris here as the Owls build a 22-10 lead over Daleville at the end of one. Quick look at the scoring for Burris. They've gotten 2 from Adamowitz, 5 from Dixon, 6 from Jones, none from Halley, 4 from Kowalski, 5 off the bench for Carnes. And for Daleville, they've got 1 from Lawrence, 2 from Fleming, 4 from Leisure, 3 from McKinney. That's it. We're underway in the second period. Burris with the ball and the lead by 12. Dixon needs help. Gets it here near side to Carnes, who traveled with it. Bracken didn't put it on the floor soon enough. 5 turnovers unofficially against Burris. It's really about the only thing they haven't done well. So Daleville catches a break, trailing by 12 here, their first possession of period number 2. Fleming will dribble across the timeline, still dribbling out here between the rings. Left side wing to Stecker, right back on top to Fleming. Man-to-man again defensively by Burris. Here's Leisure. Far side to Fleming. Fakes. Looks to dribble. Goes to the key. Has it knocked away. Turned over. Burris on the run. It's knocked away by Leisure, and it's going to go out of bounds on the baseline, and it'll stay with Burris. So the Owls catch a bit of a break there themselves, and they'll inbound along the baseline just to this side of the goal. comes into Carnes behind the arc on the wing. He drives it on Stecker to the paint. Pulls up, fires off the back iron. 2 rim shots, no. Kowalski inside to clean up the rebound. And the bucket. They're going to give that bucket to Carnes. He has 7 in the game to make it 24-10. Broncos digging themselves a big hole, trailing by 14 early in the second quarter. Here's Leisure driving the paint, firing, rejected by Royston. Fast break opportunity, 2-on-2, going the other way. A foul on the layup attempt by Daleville to stop the easy layup. And he might have gotten a shot in the face and maybe a nosebleed. Stecker will pick up the foul for Daleville. Got a bloody nose. The shooter is going to have to stay out temporarily, and that means that Adamowicz is going to go in the game and shoot the free throws. And now Hallie's saying, it's my free throw. He's like, no, you got to come out for at least one play. He got hit in the nose. He'll come out briefly. Adamowicz goes in for him to shoot the free throws. He's a great shooter. Splash on the first one. 3rd point by Adamowicz. And now to check right back in, it's going to be Hallie. He says you can't go in for the shooter now. He's going to have to wait. So Adamowicz will take another one, leading 25-10. First one up, second one up. Got them both. So Adamowicz with his 4th point on a 2-for-2 trip to the line in place of Hallie, and it's 26-10. Wow. 16-point lead for the Owls. 6:45 to go before halftime. Daleville needs to get on track. McKinney drives to the paint. Fires. It's no good, but he got fouled. He got mugged on the way to the rim, and he'll go to the stripe. Give the foul to Javon Dixon of Burris. 2 on him now. Both teams have committed enough team fouls to go to the bonus, but this is an active shooting foul, and 2 shots for McKinney. First one, up, good. 4 points for McKinney to make it 26-11. Next one on the way, also good. 3 out of 3 night for McKinney at the line. He's playing pretty well. It's 26-12. Burris with the lead in the ball on the attack in the forecourt. Near wing to Royston, guarded by McKinney. Man-to-man again defensively by Daleville as well. Now to Carnes on the far wing. Working on Stecker. Drives him to the baseline. Still dribbling. In traffic. Loses the handle. Turnover Burris. Fast break opportunity for Daleville. They'll work it to the corner. Lawrence for 3. Short. Rebound knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with Burris. I thought Fleming touched that last, and now the other official says, yeah, it's going the other way. They got it right. So it belongs to Burris. Owls leading by 14 points at 26-12. Just over 6 minutes left before halftime. To the low post. Royston backs down McKinney. Can't hit the shot off the glass. Fleming with the rebound. Here comes Daleville quickly. Fleming to the corner of the key. Fires on the run. Got fouled in the process. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Give the foul to Bracken Carnes of Muncie Burris. 2 on him. 2 shot chances here for Connor Fleming, who missed his first 2 free throws of the night earlier in the first quarter. This one is up and good. He'll have another. 3rd point for Fleming to make it 26-13. Burris has gotten way behind early, or rather Daleville. 2nd free throw also good by Fleming to give him 4 in the game, 26-14. Here are the Owls on the attack. Nice move to get a little 10-footer up, but no good that time by Hallie. Burris couldn't get a bucket. Now Daleville trying to find one on their end. Here's a drive. Shot up. Won't go for Fleming. Nice rebound by Dixon of Burris. He'll push it down the floor. Pass ahead to Hallie. Playing now with gauze in his nostril to keep him on the floor. Dixon out between the circles. Dribbles. Loses the handle all by himself for 3. Can't get it. Rebound comes to Daleville. Leisure with it. Double team. Knocked away. Ball on the floor. Now it comes back to Leisure. He'll drive to the paint. Gets far side to Stecker. Goes baseline. We've got a whistle and a foul. It's a blocking foul against Burris out on the floor. We'll wait on the number. 25, that's going to be Alex Halley. He has one. 9th team foul against Muncie Burris. So it's 1 and the bonus for the Broncos, Max Stecker. Checking out of the game for Daleville is Connor Fleming. Travion Johnson goes in to replace him, another freshman. At the line is Max Stecker, right-hander. Skies it, can't get it. Rebound comes to Burris. 5 minutes from halftime, the Owls have the ball and a 12-point lead at 26-14. Dixon way out near the timeline. They swing it here near side on the wing. Carnes with it. He'll drive it. Picks up his dribble. From the free throw line out the glass, no good. Joe Anderson says, where's the foul? Rebound, bucket up and in. As Carnes got 2 more to make it 28-14. Carnes with 9 points of the game. 3-pointer near wing, nowhere near being close. Way off the mark by Lawrence, out of bounds. It goes to Burris. This has been all Owls. They've doubled up the Broncos, 28-14. 4:30 to go, second quarter. Broncos need a big run here to get back in the game. Long three, far side, no good. That was a 25-footer as Carnes cut it loose. The rebound so long, it bounced out of bounds across the way untouched on the sideline. Fleming is up and going to check back into the game for Johnson for Daleville. Lawrence, McKinney, Leisure, Fleming, Stecker out there right now for Daleville. They've got the ball, but a big hole to dig out of. Leisure, bounce pass far side. Now they swing it to the wing to Lawrence. Back to this wing and Leisure. Now in the corner. Cross-court pass. Three-pointer up. Three-pointer no good by Fleming. Another rebound by Javon Dixon of Muncie Burris, and a foul on top of it by Daleville. Foul is going to be assessed to Max Stecker. He has 2. Lots of players with 2 fouls as we hit the midway point of the second quarter. 8th team foul by the Broncos. It'll be 1-1 for the Owls, and the shooter will be Javon Dixon. Dixon with 5 points in the game, including a triple. He has to hit the first to get the second. Here comes the first. Rattles out, goes back in. Shooter's roll there, if you will. 6 points in the game for Dixon to make it 29-14. He'll shoot another. New man in the game for Burris. Free throw good as Dixon got them both. Give him 7 in the game to make it 30-14. The new man in the game for Burris is Michael Boylan. Daleville working against a little bit of a zone look here now. Far side wing 3, no good. Short by Fleming. Make it Lawrence. Got screened there a little bit. Here comes Royston with the dribble across the timeline for the Owls. 17-footer straight out. Won't go for Halley. Rebound by Daleville. Here comes Fleming with it. Gets it to McKinney. Now to Travion Johnson. Leisure with it. He'll drive to the elbow. Picks it up. Has it knocked away. Turned over. Burris fast break. 3-on-2. Laid in. Nice pass to the right wing in the hoop by Jones for 8 points, and it's 32-14. Muncie Burris on top. 3:15 to go before halftime. Lawrence for 3. Far wing. Won't go. One and done again for Daleville. Burris pushing the pace. Here's Halley driving baseline. Firing off the glass. Won't go. McKinney with the board for Daleville. Fleming quickly down the floor. He's going all the way to the baseline. Feeds the wing. Now passes on top to McKinney. McKinney needs help. Gets it to Lawrence, far wing. In the corner to Travion Johnson. He's going to jack a 3. He hits! Travion Johnson hits the triple. It's 32-17. The freshman hits the triple. Stops the bleeding temporarily for Daleville as they trail by 15 with 2:30 to go, second quarter. Burris with the ball in the forecourt. Out near the center circle. Still with the dribble is Javon Dixon as he works on Fleming. Gives it up on top, Boylan. Boylan working on Johnson. That could have been a push-off. It is a push-off. Little chicken wing forearm push-off on the dribble by Michael Boylan. His first foul. Just that fast. He comes out of the game for Burris. Owls go back to defense. Looks like a 2-3 zone. See if Daleville figures it out. Working the ball around the perimeter. Three-pointer far side. It's up. No good by Leisure. Rebound inside by Johnson. His shot won't go on the follow. Owls push it quickly down the floor. James Royston gets it on the top of the key to Dixon. Now on the wing. Here's a drive to the paint. 10-footer up on the run. No good. Rebound, battle off the miss by Carnes, and it comes to Daleville. Fleming with it. Works to the corner to Leisure. They swing it to Travion Johnson. Now wing three up. Wing three, no good by Fleming. Rebound in the paint by Muncie Burris, and a foul on the rebound battle, and it looks like it's going to be Will McKinney. It is on Will McKinney. He has 2 fouls. McKinney will check out. Down there, McKinney will check out. I love it when players stop here to check in. It's like, no, the other way. Going in the game for Daleville. 24. Caden Gothard. 1:29 left in the half. It's 32-17. Burris with free throws here. First one up and good by Alex Halley. He'll shoot again. His first point. 33-17. You hear Joe Anderson, the Burris coach, yelling, no fouls, get back. 33-17. Let's see if he can make it 34-17. Halley's shot on the way. It rattles out. Rebound by Royston. Burris will keep the ball. Good board work by Royston. I love watching him rebound. Royston has it near wing. They swing it back on top to Dixon. Clock at 1:17. 16-point lead for the Owls. They've got the ball as well. Taking their time on this possession. Carnes on the dribble. Works it over there on the far wing. Josiah Smith in the game for Burris. Here's Carnes. Royston near side wing. Royston drives to the paint, goes to the wing, feeds underneath. Smith turns, fires, air ball. Rebound, battle ball out of bounds. It'll go to Daleville. So Daleville will have it. They have 49.8 seconds to do something with it here, trailing 33-17. Wow. Ball in the corner with Leisure. They swing it far side to Johnson. Now top of the key to Fleming. Drives inside. Hop step. Lost the handle. Turnover Daleville. Burris has the ball. We'll see if they play for the final shot with 33 seconds to go in the half. Leading 33-17. Dixon dribbling right here in front of us, about 40 feet from the bucket. Clock down to 22. Fleming looking for a chance to, so he stepped on midcourt. Dixon stepped on the timeline to turn it over. 7th turnover of the half by the Owls. Daleville will get a break, and they'll get to go to the basket one more time with 18.8 seconds to go in the second quarter. 33-17, Owls out in front of the Broncos. Fleming will work the point here. Fleming with the ball out near the center circle. Clock down to 10. Looking for a screen. Can't find one. Work it near side. Leisure. Now far side. Back to Leisure. He'll launch a long three. Front iron, no good. Rebound, tipped out of bounds. Just before the buzzer, will they put time back on the clock or not? It's going to go out of bounds. It belongs to Burris. The officials say, that's it. We're at halftime. We've played the first 16 minutes here in Daleville. The score at the intermission, Muncie Burris 33, Daleville 17. We'll take a break and be back with more on the halftime show from Daleville after this timeout on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
Question. When you walk into the boardrooms of the most successful companies here in Indiana, who do you meet? Answer. Men and women who played high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Question: so where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer: high school sports.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
The world of high school sports is filled with athletes who possess the eye of the tiger and whose focus and determination enables them to soar like eagles. The games themselves can't be played without a few zebras. Becoming an IHSAA official is a great way to be part of the action and to support Indiana's healthy tradition of high school athletics. Visit IHSAA.org and get in the game. This message brought to you by the IHSAA and the high schools in your community.
The clutch shot, the timely hit, the perfect pitch, the heroic catch, the brilliant save, the photo finish. The Indiana High School Athletic Association would like to remind you that the biggest plays in sports matter little if you don't practice sportsmanship. Character counts. Practice sportsmanship. This message brought to you by the IHSAA and the high schools in this community.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical Indiana high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Everybody loves a good sports movie.
I've seen Rudy 10 times.
I love Hoosiers. If there were a sports movie about steroids, it might be called The Myth, the Truth, and the Consequences. The myth is that steroids are good for your game. The truth is they're bad for you and the sport you play. And the long-term consequences on your health are downright ugly.
That's one movie I think I'll skip.
High school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport. This message brought to you by the IHSAA and the high schools in this community.
A 50-50 ball. An elbow to the ribs. A sudden flash of tempers. In sports, anything can happen in the heat of the moment. The Indiana High School Athletic Association reminds you that when cooler heads prevail, everybody wins. When the game heats up, will you keep your cool? This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
Welcome back to the halftime show here at Daleville High School. It's a big lead at the intermission for Muncie Burris. The Owls are 0-5 and have lost their last 11 games in a row over the last 2 seasons, but they look like the Golden State Warriors here in the first half of Daleville tonight, leading the Broncos 33-17 at halftime. Daleville only led a couple of times very early at 2-0 and 3-2. We were tied once at 2. Outside of that, the Owls have been spectacular. Once they got the lead at 4-3, they have not looked back, and they lead here at halftime by 16 points. You talk about what has transpired in the first half. Well, part of it, not all of it, but part of it is free throw shooting and Muncie Burris' ability to do it pretty well, and Daleville's inability to do it very well at all, except for one guy, and that's really going to be costly. If you're chasing by 16 points at halftime and you don't plan to hit a lot of free throws in the second half, you don't have much of a chance to win, and that's the scenario Daleville finds itself in here at halftime. Unofficial scoring at halftime. First for Muncie Burris, the leaders. Bracken Carnes picked up 9 points off the bench to lead the way for the Owls. 8 points for starter Grant Jones. 7 for starter Javon Dixon. Jackson Adamowicz started, scored 4. Alex Halley started, scored a point. Ian Kowalski started, scored 4. Michael Boylan and Josiah Smith have played off the bench for Burris as well. Neither one have scored a point for the Owls. On the Daleville side, well, not a lot to talk about. The leading scorer in the first half was Will McKinney with 5 points. Cam Leisure and Connor Fleming with 4 behind him. 3 from Travion Johnson off the bench. The freshman drained a triple for his 3 points. No points for Tim Arnold, who started. 1 for Derek Lawrence, who started. Nothing off the bench for Max Stecker or Nathan Dillon or Caden Gothrop. So what's the situation if you're Tyler Stotler, the head coach from Daleville? Well, you got grief in the worst way. Your leading scorer has all of 1 point at halftime and has not been able to hit a shot at all. Derek Lawrence, no field goals in the first half. 1 point on 1 out of 2 from the stripe. Your second leading scorer, well, Will McKinney with 5, and he's had a good half. Hit all 3 of his free throws and did some good work on the boards. But Daleville's going to have to get Derek Lawrence and Connor Fleming on track. And if they don't, they're going to catch another L here tonight at home in this one tonight in Daleville. We'll take another break, come back to set up the third quarter for you after this timeout on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
Everybody loves a good sports movie.
I've seen Rudy 10 times.
I love Hoosiers. If there were a sports movie about steroids, it might be called The Myth, the Truth, and the Consequences. The myth is that steroids are good for your game. The truth is they're bad for you and the sport you play. And the long-term consequences on your health are downright ugly.
That's one movie I think I'll skip.
High school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport. This message brought to you by the IHSAA and the high schools in this community.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical Indiana high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical Indiana high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
The world of high school sports is filled with athletes who possess the eye of the tiger and whose focus and determination enables them to soar like eagles. The games themselves can't be played without a few zebras. Becoming an IHSAA official is a great way to be part of the action and to support Indiana's healthy tradition of high school athletics. Visit IHSAA.org and get in the game. This message brought to you by the IHSAA and the high schools in your community.
We're back at Daleville High School. About a minute and a half left in the warm-up period. Both teams back on the floor as Muncie Burris takes a 33-17 lead into the second half here at Daleville. Foul situation in the first half. A lot of guys with 2 each. Nobody with 3 for Burris. Adamowitz with 2 fouls. Dixon with 2 fouls. Bracken Carnes with 2 fouls. And then for Daleville, 2 fouls on Tim Arnold, 2 fouls on Connor Fleming, 2 on Will McKinney, 2 on Max Stecker. So we'll see whether Daleville can use the time-tested and trusted formula of getting to the bonus early, getting to the line often, and trying to get some free points with the clock stopped to extend the game and get your way back into it, trailing 33-17. Both teams have come to the benches. We're just about set to go. Thanks for joining me tonight here on the Delco Preps channel. Come back tomorrow night. We'll be out in Gaston as Monroe Central and Westdale tangle in an MEC game out in northwestern Delaware County. Should be a good one. Teams break the huddles, head for the court.
Everybody loves a good sport.
We're about ready to go. Sorry about that. IHSA, hey, you've had enough time.
It's rolling quickly. This is your last quarter to buy 50-50 tickets.
Joe Anderson up. Nobody again with 3 fouls, but a lot of guys with 2. 3 Owls with 2, 4 Broncos with 2. We flipped the floor. Daleville moving right to left here in period number 3. Zone defense by the Owls. Daleville has it with Arnold, now far side wing to Fleming. Now they work it here near wing to Lawrence. Arnold drives to the top of the key. They feed the corner, now back on the wing to Fleming. Back in the corner to Leisure. Out between the rings. Here's Arnold. Ball knocked away, kicked away. It'll stay with Daleville on good defensive footwork by Javon Dixon that time on the wing. Arnold to inbound, brings it in the forecourt to Fleming. Right back to Arnold. He'll dribble to the corner, picks it up, pass to the wing, and a traveling violation. As Fleming tried to go to the hole and couldn't, they turn it over. That's unofficially the 7th turnover of the night by Daleville. 7 in the first half by Muncie Burris. Owls first possession here in the 3rd quarter. They're in the driver's seat, leading 33-17. High post pass inside, intended for Jones, and a common foul as McKinney got him in the back trying to make a deflection. There's the 3rd foul on McKinney. He's the one in trouble now as Burris inbounds the ball on this side of the goal on the baseline. Royston forces it up off the glass, no good. 1-hop rebound to Fleming. Here he comes down the far sideline. Still to the top of the key. Lawrence on the wing. McKinney top of the key. Drives to the paint, jump stop, fires, hits. Beautiful move and bucket by Will McKinney. His 7th point of the night to make it 33-19. That's how you do it. Nice play by the senior from Daleville. Burris on the attack. They'll go to the baseline. Here's a blocking foul on a spin move on the baseline by Grant Jones. The foul is going to be on Daleville. And they're going to tag it on Derek Lawrence. Give him 2 fouls. Inbounding baseline, far side of the bucket, comes in to Halley. Guarded closely by Leisure. Here on the wing to Adamowitz. Guarded closely by the freshman Arnold. Adamowitz, a senior, goes to the baseline. Passes inside, knocked away. It's going to be a kick defensively by Daleville. It'll stay with Burris. This is going to be a fist fight the rest of the way. They're going to fight for every point of possession. Javon Dixon to inbound it. Comes in. Baseline move. Shot up from about 7 feet out. It won't go, but there's a foul on the move inside by Grant Jones. He'll shoot free throws. Going to be on Derek Lawrence of Daleville. That's his 3rd foul. It's going to be 2 free throws for Grant Jones at the stripe. His first time at the free throw line tonight, and he hits the first. Stecker checks in for Daleville. Lawrence checks out with that foul trouble. 34-19. Jones looking for his 10th point. He's got it. Hit them both to make it 35-19. Burris out in front. Daleville attacking here on my left end of the floor. Arnold works at baseline. Stecker cut off on the drive and nice hands to knock the pass out of bounds by Javon Dixon. He's done a really nice job defensively. Daleville will inbound here on the near sideline right in front of their bench. Comes in to Connor Fleming. Works it between the rings to Arnold. Gets it right side to Leisure, who'll dribble this way and give it off to Fleming. Now right back to Leisure. McKinney on the top of the key. Arnold on the wing right side. One dribble in the corner. Stecker thought about a 3, passed it up. Here's Arnold, top of the key. Travel. Tried to hit the brakes. Tire slid on the ice for a Daleville turnover. 8th of the game, unofficially by the Broncos, and right back into the game goes Lawrence. Stecker will come out. That was quick. So you're going to ride with your best scorer out there with 3 fouls and take your shot if you're Tyler Stotler of Daleville. Burris on the attack. Dixon gets a pick out high from Royston, a whistle and a foul. Going to be a moving screen. Offensive foul by James Royston. So that's the first on James. It's a turnover by Muncie Burris technically. And now here comes Daleville. Bounce pass, low post. McKinney turns, fires. It rattles out. He got his own. Goes back up. Backhanded shot won't go off the glass. Rebound Burris. Nice defensive trip that time by the Owls. They've got the ball leading 35-19. 5.5 to go third quarter. Near side wing with Dixon. Dixon working one-on-one against Connor Fleming. He'll drive the paint all the way down to the baseline. Dribbled it off his foot out of bounds. It's a turnover by the Owls, and Burris gives it back over to Daleville. Backcourt inbound play coming up. They called a foul as well. Wow. Not sure who that had to be on. It's on Dixon. It had to be because he was the driver. His third foul. So Daleville has the ball. 5:15 to go third quarter, trailing 35-19. Burris has played great. Lawrence, wing three, far side, short. Rebound loose, picked up by Leisure. Nice job by the freshman. Swing pass, near corner, three-pointer on the way. No good by Fleming. Rebound tip to the corner, a third try. Nice rebound by Lawrence, three-pointer Leisure. No good. Rebound Burris. Daleville had 3 shots, couldn't get them to score. Here come the Owls. Into the paint, going up to the glass, scoring on a pretty give-and-go move inside by Grant Jones. He showed the jab step, and he got the defense to move, and it's 37-19. Burris leading by 18 points. Fleming between the rings. Far side pass to Arnold. He'll hand it off to Lawrence. Lawrence near side to Fleming. Feeds the post, threw it away. Turnover Daleville. Here they come the other way. Broncos can't get the hoop. They do get the harm. It'll be a trip to the free throw line. Foul is on Connor Fleming of Daleville, his third. 2-shot free throw chance here for Alex Halley. 1 point in the game. Here comes his first one. It's up. No good. He'll get another. 2 men checking in, 1 for each team. Carnes in the game for Dixon and Burris. Leisure comes out for Daleville. Dillon in the game for him. Another free throw coming for Halley. Missed them both. Dillon got the rebound and a whistle and a foul right off of it. Give the foul to Halley. Second one on him. Checking out for Daleville is Arnold. Checking in for him, the fellow freshman. It's Travion Johnson. Johnson, Fleming, Lawrence, McKinney, Dillon in the game for Daleville. Lawrence on the wing. Out on top on the point to Fleming. He works to Lawrence. Three-pointer, right side, splash. Will that get him untracked? First triple of the night for Lawrence to make it 37-22. Burris on top. First field goal of the game by Lawrence. Here's a three at the other end by Burris. It won't go for Carnes. Rebound by Lawrence of Daleville. They'll push it down the near sideline quickly. Dillon works it on the wing. This is Fleming. Out between the rings, Travion Johnson. Lawrence again, same spot. This time he can't get it. Rebound, tipped and taken down finally by Muncie Burris is Grant Jones. A steal, though. McKinney has it. He lays it up, no good. Rebound, long lead pass. Burris out on the break. Three-pointer on the way from the corner. Good! Big-time triple by Alex Halley. He has 4 in the game, and at the other end, an active shooting foul as Lawrence went to the hoop. Wow. Big-time dagger three that time by Halley. The foul at the other end is an active shooting foul. They're going to give that foul to Halley, his third, and it's going to be 2 free throws for Derek Lawrence, who's only 1 out of 2 from the stripe tonight and has 4 points in the contest. Now give him 5. He hits the first of two. He'll get one more. 40-23. Burris out in front by a bunch. Second free throw also all net for Lawrence. He got both ends of the free throws there. 6 points in the game, 40-24. Kowalski back in the game for Burris as Royston takes a seat. So Burris, let's see who they've got. They've got Jones, Adamowicz, Kowalski, Halley, and Carnes. Carnes lost the handle. Turnover. Fast break. Travion Johnson on the run. He's bumped from behind. It's going to be a common foul against Muncie Burris. It's going to be on Jackson Adamowicz. He has 3 now. And the fouls are starting to pile up. That's the 15th foul by Burris. 4 so far in the half by Daleville. They inbound. Comes in from Johnson to Lawrence. Now near wing. That's Fleming. Between the rings to Johnson. They're double teaming. The top point of the offense out here near the top of the key is Burris. Dillon needs help in the corner. Throws it away. Here comes Muncie Burris. The other end. Laid up. Good! And he's fouled on top of it on a beautiful hoop and harm. What a great goal. Basket's going to count. Foul is on Derek Lawrence, his 4th, on a great hoop at the other end by Halley. He has 6 points to make it 42-24. He'll be looking for an old-fashioned 3-point play. You can't do it better than he just did it in heavy, heavy traffic. Free throw up, good. Halley having a terrific game. 7 points. The Burris lead is 43-24 with 2.5 to go. Third quarter at the other end. Here's a drive by Daleville. A blocking foul, more like a tripping foul on the baseline. We're going to give that foul to Carnes. 3 on him. Common foul, inbounds play on the baseline for Daleville. They've got it in play. McKinney in the corner, thought about a 3, gives it up to Fleming. He will fire a 3 off the front iron, no good. Rebound, Muncie Burris. Down the floor quickly. Nearly a foul. There is going to be a foul. The trailing official called it, and he got it right as Will McKinney bodied up the Burris player trying to make the catch. That's 4 fouls on McKinney. Common foul. Inbounding right in front of me here. Going to be Grant Jones. Caden Gothrop up off the bench for Daleville to check in and replace Will McKinney, who's in foul trouble big time. The inbounds pass comes into the backcourt from Jones to Adamowicz. Carnes has it. He'll drive to the top of the key to the free throw line. Gives it up here near side. Shot up good. A long 2 just inside the arc for Adamowicz. He has a half dozen. It's 45-24 Owls. Burris takes it to the baseline, the feed to the low post, and a travel before the shot could go up. It's another turnover by Daleville. They've got 12 in the game unofficially. Under 2 minutes to play third quarter. Owls right back at it. 3-pointer up. Good! From the far corner. Bracken Carnes. 12 points in the game to make it 48-24. They've doubled up Daleville. Broncos really look out of system in volleyball terms. Here's a drive. Shot won't go for Fleming. Burris rebound. Lead passes tip, but still controlled by the Owls. Carnes works it to the corner. It's up. It's good! 3-pointer! Carnes buries back-to-back triples. He's got 15 in the game. Time out, Daleville. 1:21 to go here in the period. Third quarter action. Owls 51, Broncos 24 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
It's the geometry teacher who mans the ticket window.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen and store managers who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the graduate who listens to the league championship game on the internet.
It's the parent who sells ads in the school athletic program.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
It's the trainers, equipment managers, and ball boys who never miss a practice.
What makes high school sports here in Indiana so special? They do.
You do.
We all do.
High school sports. It's the we that every community needs. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the ball game. Coming out of the Daleville timeout, it's 51-24 Muncie Burris with 1:14 to go, third quarter. Broncos have the ball in the forecourt. Here's a baseline drive, a whistle on the way before a shot could be taken, a common foul against Burris. It's going to be on 32, Ian Kowalski, for his second personal foul. That's the 7th on the Owls, so Daleville will finish the night in the Burris bonus. 1-and-1 free throws for Daleville. Arnold the shooter, and he makes it. His first point of the game. 51-25. The freshman fires the next one. It's no good. Rebound by Daleville, but they can't control it. And here come the Owls with the ball. Carnes with it. He's red hot right now. He's had 2 3-pointers in a row. He's got it on the wing, guarded by Fleming. Thrown away. Turnover Burris. Going the other way. Here comes Daleville. To the lane, to the glass. The little up and under flip. Layup attempt by Fleming, no good. Here come the Owls. 14-footer Carnes, no good. Long board stays with the Owls. Now it's knocked away on a turnover. Daleville steals it. Broncos to the other end. Gothrop, baseline, fires, hits. Caden Gothrop, his first bucket of the night to make it 51-27. Final 25 seconds of the quarter. No waiting here. Drive on the baseline. Shot is swatted out of bounds. Timeout, Muncie Burris. They're going to take a quick one. We're going to keep it right here with you. The baseline drive by Grant Jones, who had his shot swatted out of bounds. I couldn't see who got it in all that traffic. There were 2 or 3 defenders there. So let's set it up for you. We go to the final few seconds here in the third period. Timeout taken by the Owls. That's the first timeout they've burned in the game tonight. And they'll try to set something up. It's going to be a baseline inbounds play for the Owls in the forecourt, just to the far side of the key. The inbound passer is going to be Grant Jones. Burris has already committed 17 fouls. Daleville has committed 6. 21 seconds to go, even. Pass underneath. Adamowicz can't get the bunny to go. Offensive rebound, stick back good. Jones got it. Give him 14 to make it 53-27. Final 10 seconds of the period. Another kicking call defensively against Burris, and the ball belongs to Daleville on the baseline near the corner with Arnold to inbound. 9.1 seconds to go in the third quarter. Long pass thrown away, inbounds, another Daleville turnover. Clock down to 5. Adamowicz pulls up, fires off the glass, hits the 5-footer. Give him 8 points. And here comes the buzzer. That's going to do it for the period. We've played 3 quarters in Daleville. This one has been all Muncie Burris. We go to the final roundup. It's Burris leading this one, 55-27 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
It's the geometry teacher who mans the ticket window.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen and store managers who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the graduate who listens to the league championship game on the internet.
It's the parent who sells ads in the school athletic program.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
It's the trainers, equipment managers, and ball boys who never miss a practice.
What makes high school sports here in Indiana so special? They do. you do.
We all do.
High school sports. It's the we that every community needs. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the ball game. Muncie Burris gets an early bucket here in the fourth quarter on a nice move inside by Grant Jones. 16 points on the night for him. Muncie Burris blowing this one open at 57-27. Three-pointer on the other end won't go for Lawrence. Here's a rebound and a shot up by Fleming that won't go, and he's fouled. Wow. Ian Kowalski picks up the personal foul for Muncie Burris. That's the 8th team foul against the Owls. And shooting free throws at the other end is Connor Fleming. First one on the way. He missed it. Will McKinney checking back in for Daleville for Gothrop. Lawrence is going to go in the game, and he'll take Leisure's place. 7:29 to go in the game. 57-27. Burris blowing out Daleville. Kind of a surprise here. Second free throw also no good. Kowalski clears the rebound for Muncie Burris. Owls looking to break an 11-game, 2-season losing streak. They're 0-5 this season. They're going to get a dub here tonight, barring a fantastic change of events. Long jumper, no good by Jones. Rebound from Daleville down the floor. Pass to the corner, Lawrence. Swings it on top. Fleming drives. Gets to Lawrence in the corner. Three-pointer up. Three-pointer no good. Another rebound cleared away by Adamowitz of Burris. 3-on-2. Feed to the wing. Can't handle it. Back to Adamowitz. Triple team. Fires it. Got it! In heavy traffic. What a great hoop by Jackson Adamowitz to make it 59-27. That was as good a lip as you'll see. Man, 10 points for Adamowitz. 59-27 Burris lead. Lawrence alone for three on the wing. Can't get it. Johnson tips it. Another tip. This time the Owls have it. Now a scramble as the ball is knocked loose. It's on the floor. Burris can't get it. Daleville does. We've got a whistle before the move to the baseline and the shot. Common foul. It's going to be on Ian Kowalski. That's 4 on him, 9th on the team. Another one in bonus situation for Daleville. Roysden up to check in. Boylan up to check in for the Owls as Kowalski and Halley check out. This Burris crowd isn't big tonight, but they're loud. They're going to get a dub for the first time this season, and they're happy about that. Long way to go. 6:25 left in the game, but it's a 32-point lead for Burris. Free throw is up. No good again. Arnold missed the front end. Here come the Owls. Carnes, free for three. Far corner, no good. Long board comes down to Daleville's Connor Fleming. He'll bring it across the timeline on the right-hand dribble. Double team. Works it to the wing. Arnold drives it baseline. Cut off by Royston. Good defense. Three-pointer up. Three-pointer good by Connor Fleming. He has 7 points in the game. 59-30 is the lead now for Burris. And you heard he hit a three-pointer and no reaction from the crowd. These Daleville fans are stunned. Carnes tees up a three from the near wing. He's got it! Another one. Bracken Carnes, 18 points in the game. 62-30 Burris. Daleville attacking here on the left end. McKinney on top alone for a three that won't fall. Rebound to Burris. A whistle on the board. It's going to be a foul on Daleville as Grant Jones pulled down another carom. Going to be on Max Stecker of Daleville. 3 on Max. We walk to the other end. Both teams are in the bonus now. So we'll have free throws on every foul except for the offensive kind. Going to the line for Burris, number 15, Grant Jones, having a nice game. 16 points. Shooting for 17. It's on the way. Kiss of death. No good. Works every time. Daleville with the rebound. Here come the Broncos in a hurry. Fleming driving right side, firing off the glass. It won't go. We've got a foul against Burris. Give the foul to Grant Jones. I've got him for 2. Free throws coming for Connor Fleming. Active shooting foul. First one is good. 8 points in the game for Fleming to make it 62-31. Fleming looking for the 9th point of his night. And he rattles it up, no good. Battle for the board. That comes down to Burris. Here comes Adamowicz. Passes to Carnes on the wing. We've got a whistle. I think that's going to be a charge on Adamowicz, and it is. He ran right into McKinney. Adamowicz with his 4th foul. That's a turnover, and it gives the ball back to Daleville. They'll bring it the length of the floor. 5 minutes and change to go in this one. They've got a mountain to climb, and I mean a big one, trailing 62-31. Burris has played great. Daleville has played flat. Fleming works it here on the wing. Drive in the paint. Arnold forces up a tough shot. No. Rebound McKinney. No. He got it again. McKinney sticks it in. Good work on the glass by Will McKinney. He is still playing hard at 62-33 now. McKinney with 9 points in the game. Mid-4th quarter, Burris turns it over again. Here comes Fleming to the other end for the Broncos. Weaves his way through traffic, dribbles to the arc, fires for 3, hits for 3. 11 points in the game for Fleming. 62-36. Burris misses a long one on the other end. Here comes Daleville on the break. Arnold cut off on the baseline. Swings it here near side. Fleming back step for a 3. It's up. It's no good. Long rebound comes all the way out into the timeline. 3-on-1 break. Burris, they've got it in Adamowicz's hands, and he scores, and he's fouled on a beautiful break. The Owls ran it to perfection. Adamowicz with his 12th point. Bucket is going to count to make it 64-36. And the foul is going to be on Connor Fleming of Daleville, his 4th. Chance for an old-fashioned 3-point play for Jackson Adamowicz. 12 points in the game. Looking for lucky 13 right here. Fires, hits. He's money. 3 out of 3 at the stripe tonight for Adamowicz, part of his 13-point night. We've got a whistle on the rebound battle, so they're going to stay right there now and shoot 1 and the bonus. Well, when it rains, it pours. 65-36. We're a tick under 4 minutes to go in the game, and wholesale changes for both of these teams as the coaches kind of clear the benches to get a lot of guys in the game, and we're going to be playing catch-up on that all night long. James Roysden is the shooter. The left-hander fires and hits. James has his first point. That makes it 65-36. Make it 66-36, and now 67-36 on Roysden's 2 made free throws. The other end of three-pointer, that's an air ball for Daleville. It's out of bounds. It's going to go to Muncie Burris. 67-36. Wow. Ball comes in the backcourt. Burris bringing it up the floor, facing pressure, but they solve it. Roysden on the wing. Feeds the baseline. Josiah Smith, turnaround, jumper won't go. Adamowicz with the inside rebound. He's hacked. Going up for the follow. Daleville wanted to drop the ball. They're not going to get it. Foul is on Connor Fleming. He's out of the game. I've got him for 5. That's going to be it for him. They've got him for 4 up on the board. All right, that's what matters. Free throw for Adamowicz. Rolls out. No good. It's a 67-36 game. Adamowicz with the second of 2, this time good. Jackson has 14 points on the night to make it 68-36. Daleville trailing by Mount Everest. Ball in the corner. Gothrop swings it out far side near the volleyball line to Derek Lawrence. Left-hand dribble with 3:15 left in this one. Inside, high post. Move and a jumper from 10 straight out off the glass. Good by Johnson. Travion Johnson with his 5th point to make it 68-38. Now at the other end, a drive and a layup. Beautifully done by Jackson Adamowicz. He has 16 points in the game to make it 70-38. We're under 3 minutes to go in the game. Daleville on the forecourt. Baseline move. Shot by Leisure. Rejected by Smith. Long lead pass ahead of Adamowicz. Drives. Fires. Won't go, but he's going back to the stripe. Foul is going to be on Caden Gothrop of Daleville. 2 more free throws coming for Jackson Adamowicz. He'll have a 2-shotter this trip. Looking for his 17th point of the night. He's got it. Adamowicz has done a great job for Burris in this game. He's played really well in just about every phase of the game. 2:40 left in this one. It's all over except for the final score. Adamowicz shooting for his 18th point, and he's got it. 2 for 2 from the stripe. The lead now 72-38 for Burris, where those kids are going to have a nice, happy ride back to University Avenue over at Ball State. Final 2:40 of this one. Arnold dribbles across the timeline. Gets it back from Leisure. Drives to the paint. Double team. Back to Leisure on the wing. Out on top to Arnold. Pulls up, long 2. Off the front iron. Rolls off, no good. Rebound by Gothrop. Back out on top. Leisure for a long 3, no good. Rebound by Josiah Smith. He gets mugged on the rebound. On a foul by Daleville. Wow. Foul is on Tim Arnold of Daleville. He has 4 in the final 2:17 of this one. Checking into the game for Daleville for the first time tonight is Starkey. Josiah Smith at the stripe for Muncie Burris. And you hear the reaction as the JV player gets his first point of the night to make it 73-38. He's a 6'5" kid. He got them both. Smith with 2 points in the game, and it's 74-38. Burris is going to win in a blowout. Final 2:10 of the game. Starkey, low post, throws it away. Another turnover by Daleville. Here come the Owls with the ball, and 2 minutes to go in the game, leading 74-38. 3-pointer up, no good by Boylan. Rebound by Muncie Burris. Boylan is going to fire a long 2 from out on top, no good. Starkey with the board for Daleville. He'll bring it down the floor himself on the right-hand dribble. Gets it to Leisure. Out on top, spin dribble. Tried to go to the paint. It rolled out of bounds along the baseline. Another turnover by Daleville. I've got him unofficially for 15. So with 1:40 left in the game, Burris out in front of Daleville, 74-38. This one's going to close up shop soon. It's going to belong to the guys wearing the black uniforms tonight with the blue lettering and the gold trim. Daleville in the white. They're going to have some thinking to do after this one. Broncos are getting shellacked on their own floor. Ball knocked away, stolen away. Johnson will have it for Daleville. He feeds down low. Shot off the glass, no good by Dillon. A whistle on the rebound. Here's a foul against Muncie Burris. It's going to be on Josiah Smith of Burris. And going to the free throw line is Nathan Dillon of Daleville. 2 shots. Dillon hasn't scored in the game. He does now as he rattles this one in. Got his first point. He'll be looking for the second one at 74-39. Dillon ready with it. It's on the way. This one also rattles around and then falls in. So Dillon got both of them. He has 2 points in the game. 74-40 ball game. Loose ball on the forecourt. Goes to the backcourt. And it's going to be an over and back. Burris is saying, hey, a defender touched it. No one saw it. The trailing official, I think I'm reading his lips like, yeah, he missed that one. But There's a minute 10 left in the game. Travion Johnson to inbound the ball. Daleville has it, trailing 74-40. Starkey works it between the rings, now top of the key. Left hand dribble by Leisure. Cross court to Dillon, back to Leisure on top. He'll drive, draws the defense, goes to the paint. Johnson out on top for a three. No good. Tip rebound comes way out in front. Burris has it on the break. Let's see if they just slow it down and pound the air out. On the other end, three-pointer up. No good by Muncie Burris. They tried to get one for the reserves, couldn't. Starkey going all the way to the hole on the other end for Daleville. It's out of bounds. He drove, shot, it came down off a foot. It's out of bounds, and it belongs to Burris with just under 36 seconds left to go in the game. 74-40. Muncie Burris is going to get their first dub of the year in Daleville tonight. Here's a dribble to the wing. Fisher has it, and now he's mugged. And now we got a little extracurriculars here. Tempers flaring. We don't need any of that, guys. Fisher's going to be called for the elbow for Burris. That's an offensive foul. It's a Burris turnover. Stops the clock with 22.5 seconds left in the game. Fans hate the call. I think he got fouled first, but no score there. Johnson tees up an air ball, three at the other end for the Broncos. Gothrop has it. He'll go inside. Rejected. Shot blocked by Kowalski. Final 7 seconds of the game. Burris is going to pound the air out as Fisher comes across the timeline. He hands it off. It's turnover. Long shot is no good, and that's it. Final score here in Daleville tonight. Muncie Burris 74. Daleville 40. The Owls break the ice. They got their first win of the year, and they break an 11-game losing streak tonight against the Broncos. We'll take a break. Back to the postgame after this on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in Indiana are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. A 50-50 ball, an elbow to the ribs, sudden flash of tempers. In sports, anything can happen in the heat of the moment. The Indiana High School Athletic Association reminds you that when cooler heads prevail, everybody wins. When the game heats up, will you keep your cool? This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
What makes high school sports here in Indiana so special? They do.
You do.
We all do.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
It's the geometry teacher who mans the ticket window.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen and store managers who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the graduate who listens to the league championship game on the internet.
It's the parent who sells ads in the school athletic program.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
It's the trainers, equipment managers, and ball boys who never miss a practice.
What makes high school sports here in Indiana so special? They do.
You do.
We all do.
High school sports. It's the we that every community needs. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Indiana. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. The clutch shot, the timely hit, the perfect pitch, the heroic catch, the brilliant save, the photo finish. The Indiana High School Athletic Association would like to remind you that the biggest plays in sports matter little if you don't practice sportsmanship. Character counts. Practice sportsmanship. This message brought to you by the IHSAA and the high schools in this community.
Welcome back to Daleville High School. This one over tonight, and this edition of Hoosier Hysteria goes the way of the Muncie Burris Owls as they blow out Daleville by a final score of 74-40. Burris moves to 1-5 on the season. They snap an 11-game, two-season losing streak in the process of this one tonight in Daleville in exciting fashion in a game that Burris trailed only briefly. They trailed 2-0, tied it at 2, trailed 3-2, and then got the lead at 4-3 and held the lead the rest of the way at every stop of this one tonight at Daleville High School. It was a game that someone was going to get off the schneid, and tonight it was Joe Anderson's Owls from Muncie Burris. First quarter, Burris led 22-10. Halftime, Burris led 33-17. After 3 quarters, it was Burris 55, Daleville 27. And here at the finish, 74-40. Big win for the Burris Owls. They go to 1-5. Unofficial scoring, you look down the sheet for the Owls, 3 players in double figures. Bracken Carnes with 18 off the bench. Jackson Adamowitz with 18 as a starter. The rest of the scoring, 16 for Grant Jones, a starter. And we'll go right down the sheet. Javon Dixon with 7. Alex Halley with 7. Ian Kowalski with 4. Michael Boylan did not score. Josiah Smith got a bucket. Actually, 2 free throws for 2 points. James Roysden off the bench with a pair of free throws for 2 points. Colton Fisher and Nate Drown played but did not score to round out the Burris Owls total of 74. For Daleville, only 1 player in double figures. Connor Fleming had 11 points tonight. You look down the rest of the list, Tim Arnold with 1. Derek Lawrence, the leading scorer for the season at 12.8, got 6 points tonight for Daleville and only 1 in the entire first half. In fact, he hit a triple, and that was his only field goal of the game to go with 3 free throws in 4 trips for Derek Lawrence. Connor Fleming, we told you, with 11. Cam Leisure with 4. Will McKinney with 9. Max Stecker off the bench, didn't score. Nathan Dillon off the bench with 2 points on a pair of free throws. Travion Johnson off the bench, the freshman, 5 points on a 3 and a 2 from the field. Caden Gothrop came in late in the game, got 2 points on a field goal for Daleville, and Zane Starkey played, didn't score, and that rounds out the Broncos total of 40 points. So this one was a trip to the woodshed tonight for Daleville. The Broncos have a lot to think about and a lot to work on. They did not play well at all tonight in this game. They're going to have a lot to think about when it comes time to play the next one, which will be tomorrow at Try, if my memory serves. Burris breaks the ice They got their first win of the year. We will be at Westdell tomorrow night. We'll bring you Monroe Central at Westdell. The anticipated air time is 7:15. The scheduled tip time is 7:30, but as you found out again tonight, those game times can really vary depending on what happens in the junior varsity game that precedes the varsity contest. So the plan right now is a 7:15 air, 7:30 tip, and if that changes, I'll let you know again tomorrow, just like I did tonight on my Twitter feed at Delco Preps, about a more accurate start time when it gets delayed. But that's going to do it for tonight from Daleville. The final score for the final time: the Muncie Burris Owls 74, the Daleville Broncos 40. For all of us at Beaver Media, I'm Brian Beaver. Thanks for being with us tonight. Join us tomorrow night right here again as Monroe Central takes on Westdell. Until then, have a great rest of your night and enjoy your weekend, everybody. We'll see you next time.